Bikini Babe heads in. 2 left to go. Ramouche and Champagne Lifestyle for the Investec Oaks. Last one in, all 15 are loaded. And they're off and racing then for the Investec Oaks. And through the early strides, Aviate jumps out alertly from stall number 1. And along with Merida Medici is racing in a handy position. Champagne Lifestyle and Saja are side by side. Actorina presses on as they make their way through the first furlong. And it's now Actorina who's moving through to lead with a flick of the tail from Merida Medici, who races in second place. Gertrude Bell is improving on the outside of Bikini Babe. Saja drops back into about 5th or 6th place on the outside of Champagne Lifestyle. Ramouche tracks Aviate with awe-inspiring in midfield in company with Timepiece at this stage. Kaylee House is under restraint towards the rear of the field in the very early strides, and also towards the back, Remember When, who's crossed to the fence with Snow Fairy as another towards the rear of the field. So beginning to settle down, climbing all the time, and it's Actorina who leads from Merida Medici, and Gertrude Bell up on the outside racing in 3rd. Champagne Lifestyle with Aviate 4th and 5th ahead of Bikini Babe and Ramouche in midfield. Saja's dropped in to mid-division on the outside of the white face of Timepiece, then towards the inside, awe-inspiring. Meisner comes next as they prepare to turn downhill and make the descent. Cabaret is towards the rear of the field. Making a couple of places is Remember When. Kaylee House on the outside of Snow Fairy are the last pair. So Actorina begins the turn now downhill, past halfway, leading from Merida Medici and Gertrude Bell. 3 wide for Champagne Lifestyle of Aviate and Bikini Babe. Ramouche also on the fence on the inside of Timepiece and Saja in midfield. Then Meisner from behind these, Remember When. Kaylee House is towards the outside with Snow Fairy. Cabaret is pushed along, and awe-inspiring another to be in trouble. There's a bit short of room there up the inside, Remember When, as Actorina begins to try and wind it up on straightening. It's Actorina who leads for Ireland. Merida Medici and Gertrude Bell the closest pursuers. Champagne Lifestyle in 4th on the outside of Aviate. Ramouche towards the inside. Changing course, Bikini Babe. Meisner tries to stay on with Cabaret. Still Actorina leads Merida Medici, and on the outside Gertrude Bell. Aviate pulled out into 4th place. Meisner running a mighty race. Ramouche in traffic. Snow Fairy in traffic as Remember When pulls out with a determined challenge. On the fence, Actorina, Remember When and Meisner running a mighty race. Then Gertrude Bell and Snow Fairy thundering home from the back of the field. Inside the final 150, Snow Fairy in red and yellow from Meisner and Remember When. And Snow Fairy colliding with the inside running rail on a couple of occasions, but doing enough and supplemented will gain the biggest payday by winning the Oaks. Snow Fairy beat Meisner, 3rd Remember When, in 4th place was Ramouche, Gertrude Bell in 5th and Actorina in 6th.
Cheap as chips with Snow Fairy, and now she has brought riches to her connections. She has won the Investec Oaks in the hands of Ryan Moore for trainer Ed Dunlop, who won this race, of course, previously with Ouija Board in 2004, and Ryan Moore, who has there got his first ever, first of many probably, Investec Oaks victories, his best being last year a 6th with Filipina. He has delivered Snow Fairy, who cost £20,000 to supplement. She's won and is worth vastly more than that now. In 2nd, David Ladigan has been utterly justified in running a horse of the mark of 85 in the Investec Oaks, because Meisner, a thorough stayer, has finished 2nd for Ted Durkin. Congratulations to that yard for that bold shout also.